Hi everyone, now I will start the tarot card reading for the month of April 2024, and I will start with the first sign, that is Aries. Aries, your first card is Two of Pentacles, and this card indicates that you will have to do a lot of juggling this month. That is, you will have to balance two things at the same time. It can be balancing work and career along with your personal life, like a balance of personal life and professional life, or maybe you are having a shortage of money this month and you have to balance it. I also see that you will have two options at the same time and you have to choose between either of the two, whether I should do this or whether I should do that. So, kind of juggling between two situations, between two different situations. So, I also see that it's a possibility of having something good and something bad. You'll get something good, something bad at the same time. Move on to the next card and have the Death card, which indicates that something is going to end this month. It can be a loss of a job, loss of a relationship, loss of a married life like divorce or breakup, or it can also be a kind of a betrayal from someone. Yes, because I see the next card is Ten of Swords, and this card indicates some sort of betrayal from somebody who is close to you. Kind of a backstabbing can be in your job, in your office life, can be your relationship, personal life, married life, family life, any relative or something like that. Please be very careful this month, my dear Aries. I'll move on to the next card, and it's a World card, which indicates that some sort of repetitive pattern is happening in your life, which is happening again and again, and you're kind of tired of the pattern. Can be a toxic negative pattern and you don't know what to do about it. You're trying to run away from it, but it keeps on coming back, which means that there is some internal issue inside you which you have not healed it yet and you need to heal it. I'll move on to the last card, and it's Ace of Cups. This card indicates that something new will also start in your life, a new project, a new life, new friendship, new relationship, or moving to a new city. And I also see that you can get some new gift this month. And you will feel that whatever happened for the best, and whatever ended was the best for you. I'll move on to the next sign, that is Taurus. Hey Taurus, let's know what's the tarot card reading for the month of April 2024. And your first card is the King of Cups, which indicates a lot of emotional things. Yes, as it is a water sign, so we are talking about some sort of watery emotions inside you. And also is that the King of Cups is connected to the ocean energy, and somewhere you're digging deep into the ocean, trying to understand the bigger picture, deeper meaning of life, and why are you here on this earth, and is there a bigger purpose of life at all. So you are discovering a lot of things, what your soul wants, really wants, or what are your needs, what you really, really, really need deep down. What are you wanting, something inside in your deeper energies, and you are not ready to accept it. But maybe now you're digging deep, so maybe you will figure it out. So I'll move on to the next card, and I have the Fool card, which means a leap of faith. Going to the unknown, starting an unknown journey. So you'll be starting a fresh new journey of your life, about which you have no idea what's going to happen, and you're quite confused, but you have jumped into that without thinking of the consequences. Like for example, some of you might have resigned from your job, and you're all going and you're going for like a new journey. You don't have a job in your hand, but you've resigned because you're pissed off. You're so pissed off of being devalued in your office that you decided that you will take matters into your hand, and you decided to resign and resigned it. But don't worry, as you can see in the Fool card, we have a dog who is kind of checking out the Fool. I mean, who is guarding the Fool. So you will have someone who will guard you, who will protect you in this situation. I'll move on to the next card and have the Chariot card, and this card indicates that so there's a lot of traveling or moving around in this month, and it's also a card which is an affirmative card, a positive card, a card which is saying yes to something which you're asking. Like for example, if you want an answer whether I should go ahead with this, then Chariot card is saying that yes, you must do it. Whatever offer is coming on your way, you must take that offer, otherwise you may not get that opportunity in future. The next card is Seven of Cups, and this card indicates lot of overthinking, lot of options, thinking of doing this or that, and this overthinking is a major obstacle in your journey, and you have to stop it. You have to stop overthinking, my dear Taurus, and take a leap of faith. So yeah, that was all for Taurus. I hope you take the big decision this month with confidence, and I'll move on to the next sign, that is Gemini. Hi Gemini, now I will do your tarot card reading for the month of April 2024. The first card is Queen of Wands. This card indicates an on and off relationship happening in your life right now, which is, let's say you had a partner, then you had a breakup, then he goes away, then you come back, then he comes back, then you break up again, then he goes away again, and that kind of story where something is happening, something is not happening, you don't know whether it's going to happen or not. That on and off relationship. So this person has left you. So in some people's case, the person has left you, but what I see in the cards is that person can come back again in your life with a lot of energy and a lot of swiftness. But then again, you are not sure whether this person is going to stay or not, because you don't trust them anymore. See, Geminis are a dual sign. I mean, you are a dual sign, and you have this back and forth movement inside your head also. To thinking about one thing and then shifting to another thing, and then again going back again. You have it inside your head, and you know it what it is to be so indecisive. However, in terms of relationship, you know that if a person is not steady, then it's not going to last long. So I feel many of you will take the decision of calling it, giving it a break, or ending it, calling it off, kind of things might happen. But yes, some people or some of you might decide otherwise, but majority, I feel, are not going to trust this person. The next card I see is the Empress card, another female energy, and I see that growth in your career, and you can get new ideas and you can succeed in your career path. But I also see that some of you might meet someone in a coffee shop and have a chat about your career. Can be a person who is important, or somebody who can give you an offer or something in a coffee shop happening. I also see there is a chance of doing a partnership with someone for work related purpose. Someone can give you an offer or for some sort of partnership. It's possible that you can continue doing a job and do something else in the side in partnership with someone. So yeah, some sort of creative project or some project, something you always wanted to do. The next card is Four of Pentacles, and I see some sort of money problem happening in your life, and you either you are having a lack, or you need something extra, or something extra has popped up suddenly. Can be an health issue, can be borrowing, or something happening suddenly, and you need some extra bucks. And yes, don't worry, because the next card is kind of helpful, because I also have the Six of Pentacles, which says that somebody will help you, somebody will give you some money, a support, like it can be a friend, it can be the bank also, it can be a father figure, or it can be somebody close to your brother or sibling, or somebody will help you in financial matters. I also see the energy of having two options in certain things. Can be two options in work field, two options in relationship, or something like that. I also see that you can get some significant communication this month, a communication which you are waiting for a long time. I'll move on to the next card, and I have the Five of Cups. This card indicates that you're carrying a lot of sadness inside you, some deep sadness which is there. Which is there deep inside your soul, inside your heart. It's there for a long time, and you're still carrying it. You are deeply sad. However, since you have a lot of opportunity this month, I see the sad energy going away this month also. I mean, what I feel is that sadness is a very toxic energy, and when it is also very addictive. We go into a comfort zone. if you are in a habit of always being sad, chances are that no matter how good things are, you will always fall back to sadness. And people don't like it when you share your sadness with them, because see, in today's world, everybody wants to have pleasure, everybody wants to be happy. You won't find people counseling you for hours and hours, and eventually they'll get tired. So you have to deal with this problem on your own, and you have to tell yourself that no matter how bad things are, I will pull myself up. So you can just watch a comedy show, or you can just start working out. You can just start doing something positive in your life. You can start cooking a meal for yourself, or you can start cleaning your room, no matter what it is. Any activity you give your energy, any productive activity, something which is uplifting, something which is productive, something which is which requires your energy, the sadness will go away. So instead of focusing on your sadness, try to do something constructive, anything, any simple small thing. It can be also taking a walk outside, going out of your room and just taking a walk in the nature can be so refreshing. And you don't always need someone's help. Chances are that you may not get help all the time. So please stand up for yourself, my dear Gemini, and things will be good, definitely good this month. And Gemini, you have to take care of your communication with anyone this month. Be very particular about what you say and what you not say. People who are in IT sector or technology sector will have a good growth this month. And once again, as I said, that try not to have much confrontation or fights this month. So that was all for Gemini. I will move on to the next sign, that is Cancer. Hi Cancer, let's do your tarot card reading for the month of April 2024. And the first card is the Judgment card. This card indicates that there is a second chance coming in this month, like something you had given up will come back once again. It can be a relationship, can be a job, or can be a decision which you had made, and you will have some clarity of thought, maybe kind of an epiphany of sort, where you are understanding something which you didn't understand before, and you are rethinking your decision this month. But I also feel that it can go both ways, positive or negative. For example, it's possible that a person was right, but you saw them in the wrong way and you thought they were wrong. It's also equally possible that the person was cheating you all the while, was wearing a mask, was hiding something from you, was secretive, or was gossiping behind your back, or making some cunning plans behind your back. And you will know that, you will see the mask, you will remove their mask. You just get an awakening of sort. You'll get an understanding of what has really happened. I mean, you get that spiritual moment where you'll understand that people wear masks all the time. However, I also see that you will not have a fight for that, or you will not shout, or you will not do anything. You just be quietly knowing that thing, and you will walk away and you will ignore them, and that's the right thing to do these days. Sometimes confrontation is not the best way to deal with the problem. Sometimes you can just stay quiet and do your own stuff and just remove them from your life, and that's the best thing. Moving on, I have the Ace of Cups, which means a new opportunity will come for you this month. And I see that you can be a little bit indecisive about it, like thinking both ways whether it's right or wrong. But I also see that by the end of the month your mind can change. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Hierophant card. This card indicates that you can have a deeper connection with your father this time. You can have a conversation with your father. Traditions, traditional scriptures and books, you can read some of the old ancient texts. It can be like Gita or Vedant, or I don't know, some book which is related to our ancient culture or history or something like that. I also see that it's not a very good time to travel somewhere. You should lay low a little bit, and that will be the best for you. So that was all for Cancer. Moving on to the next sign, I have Leo for you, and your first card is the Tower card, and this card indicates a lot of change, transformation happening in your life, something which you had not thought of. out of the blue things will happen in your life. And it is very important that you should focus on your financial security and how your mind can be in peace. And I will advise you to go for pranayam, meditation, focusing on the right thing of your life, going on the right path. I also see there can be some disturbances happening in your married life, sudden disturbances which you are not aware of. So you have to be very careful how you're dealing with your spouse, with your partner or your loved one, and also your business partner and people around you, whomever you are talking to. You have to be very, very careful in your communication. I also see that you will be very creative this month. You'll get a lot of ideas. So try to save those ideas and try to make those ideas bigger by working on it, by implementing it. So it should not be like suddenly universe has given you an idea and you're doing nothing about it. So you have to plan out, what can I do? You have to make strategies. How can I develop that idea? Moving on to the next card, and I have the Hermit card for you, and this card indicates a lot of research work happening this month. You're like deeply thinking, contemplating, or some of you are already doing some sort of research, like maybe you're doing your master's, maybe you're doing a PhD, or you're planning to do it, or you are studying a lot for an examination, or let's say competitive examination or something. And you are really digging deep into something, going to the basics, reading about concepts. And what I see is that maybe some of you can feel a little bit isolated with the Hermit card energy coming. You can feel a little bit cut off from the world, but at the same time, you will realize there's some sort of happiness also there in your life. You will feel happy because there's no one to disturb you. You don't have to behave according to other people, because when you are all alone, you don't have to please anyone anymore. You will realize that you can be your own self. You can do whatever you want to. You can just put on the music and let it play for a long time, and you don't have to worry who's saying this or that. So what I see, Leos, you can be inside a closed room for a long time. Like maybe all your doors are locked, your windows closed, AC is on, you're studying, or maybe you're watching a movie all alone, just not caring about the world anymore. I'll move on to the next card, and I have the Ace of Pentacles, and this card indicates that sudden financial gain happening in your life. See, there is a lot of, you'll feel a little bit of sadness this month also of not having enough money, but then suddenly out of blue, you will get a lot of money, not expected from a source, out of the blue completely, and you will feel happy about it. The last card, I have the Moon card, and this card indicates there can be some sort of insecurity, fear inside your head, a lot of contemplation, overthinking, not knowing what to say. There can be some secrets around you, somebody playing around you, somebody behind your back gossiping, or someone hiding something from you. You are suspicious of people around you, and you have an offer, you have to go somewhere, but you're like postponing it. You are indecisive. You don't know whether you should go or not, because you are thinking, what if it is a wrong step? I also see some sort of unfinished business in your life. Can be anything related to relationship or job or career, education, or anything, or project, or something inside your head, like a toxic pattern inside you, some unfinished business, and you kind of feeling stuck, as I said, the stuck energy. And you will not take any hasty move. You will play by the rules. You will be very disciplined, which is a good thing. So you will be planning, contemplating, thinking, analyzing a lot. But what I will advise you, my dear Leo, is that eventually you will come out of this stuck situation. Maybe this, if not this month, the next month, or something like that. But sometimes you should, stop overthinking, and sometimes you should shut your mind, and that's very important, because the mind plays weird games with us. But yeah, if you have decided to be careful, maybe it's a good thing for you, and I hope eventually you come out of the stuck energy and take the right decision very soon. I'll move on to the next sign, and that is Virgo. Hi Virgo, and now I will do the tarot card reading for you for the month of April 2024. And your first card is the Six of Cups, and this card indicates that you will be going in a flashback mode this month. Down the memory lane, you're thinking about the past events which has happened in your life. And the same time, I also see some of you can go to the places which were there in your past life. I mean, past life as in this life, but I can say the time which is already gone, like going to your school, old school where you studied standard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, or going back to your college and meeting your old friends, or having an alumni meet, friends reunion or something like that, and talking to your old friends. So it's a great time for get together and chit chatting, gossiping about the past events, who is at what place, who is doing what, who is married, who's got kids, and all that stuff. And Virgos, ruled by Mercury, love gossiping, by the way, if you don't know about it. And they will definitely gossip about whatever has happened with everyone's life. They will catch up with everyone's life. I also see that in some people's case, it's possible that there can be some kind of reconciliation, like let's say, you know, it can be like your ex lover coming back in your life. Can be like he's coming back just as a friend, not to start a relationship, but just to talk with you. Or let's say an old friend with whom you had a fight can come back, say sorry, you can patch up and you can talk again. I'll move on to the next card, and it's a Two of Cups reversed. This card indicates that this month you might find someone, a person, whom you thought that person can be this or that. You had imagined that person to be something, but when you met that person, when you came close to that person, when you knew that person properly, we realized that he or she is not what they pretended to be, or they posed to be, and you will discover a new person which was hidden behind the masks. So you will take a back step in that relationship, or it can be something else also, not necessary that it is a relationship. It can be a job, it can be any kind of situation in life, it can be a friendship, it can be someone important in your life, or it can be something you expected, some event, some message, you expected it to be something, like let's say there was a proposal or a project, you expected it to happen in a particular way, but when the things results came out, it turned out to be something else. It can also be the result of your examination. So some sort of disappointment I see this month. But relationship wise, you will be wise enough to not fall into a trap. You have got the wisdom not to fall in a trap, and you will take a back step. Moving on to the next card, I have King of Wands. This card indicates that so my dear Virgo, or many of you were in the hermit mode, were in hiding, will come out and be in action mode. A lot of energy, fire energy, I see that. Some of you were thinking about a particular person for a long time, and now you will not think about that person anymore, and you will come out and you will do other things, like other part of your life, whatever is important for you. You will take care of your health, of your career, of your finances, of your hygiene, or whatever is important for you, your hobbies. You will be in an action mode once again. Many of you will be organizing, managing, thinking, contemplating, strategizing for the future. If you are married, I will advise you to be a little bit careful about your married life, and especially what you say. Your communication is very, very important. There can be some miscommunication, misfire in communication, so be very careful in that. Otherwise, all the Virgos, I will advise you to be very particular about your communication this month. I also see that those who are in business field, you can get a new business opportunity, but there might be some competition along with that. For some of you, your friends can also become your enemies. So keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer. So you'll be very active this month. So that's why, my dear Virgo, I'll advise you, please take care of your health. Don't be so busy in activities that you forget that health is wealth after all. I'll move on to the next sign, that is Libra. Hi Libra, now let me start your tarot card reading for the month of April 2024, and your first card is the Devil's card. Well, the Devil card indicates that this month you can be stuck somewhere in a toxic situation, in a situation where you don't want to be, but you are still there. Somewhere deep down, you know that you can come out of it, but you are not coming out somehow. So it can be any kind of toxic bond. It can be a trapped situation, like can be a toxic relationship. It can be a toxic job or a kind of a negative work-life situation. It can be anything like that. It can also be a very bad relationship with someone in your family, or it can be a habit of yours which is draining you out. It can be an addiction also, which is making you feel anxious, you know. So I also see along with that, there is a feeling of rejection in you, like as if you wanted something, you gave a proposal to someone or something or somewhere, and they rejected you, and you're feeling quite dejected due to this rejection. I feel a kind of a negative energy here, and maybe there are two options for you, and you have to choose between two, but you're kind of stuck and you're not able to come out of that situation. I'll move on to the next card, and I have the World card. It indicates that something in the past which was there will come back again in your life. It's like a repeat of a cycle once again. So can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. So you have to take very balanced decision, my dear Libras. I'll move on to the next card, and I have the Queen of Swords, and this card indicates your energy, my dear Librans. Yes, you are the air sign, and the Queen of Swords indicate the air element inside you, the intellect inside you. So what I feel is that this month you will be very, very sharp, kind of blunt in your communication, and you will cut through people through your sword, and you will be able to see through the lies also. You are not a foolish, naive person anymore, my dear Librans. And what I see is that, as I was saying, due to the World card, I see someone coming back into your life. What I see is that if it is a person who had hurt you in your past, like let's say your spouse, your husband, your wife, or your lover, let's say your ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, let's say your friend, somebody, maybe your BFF, your best friend forever, who had ditched you, backstabbed you, your colleague, your boss, whoever, or your ex-colleague or your ex-boss, anybody who is trying to come back in your life once again, you will be very, very sharp with them. I mean, you'll not accept them. You'll be very straightforward with them, and that's a good thing you're doing, my dear Librans, because I know that Librans are people pleasers, and normally they say yes to everything. They find it difficult to say no, but this month you will get the courage to say no, and I hope you really get the courage to say no for the rest of your lives. The last card is the Temperance card. This card indicates that this month you will be tested, my dear Librans. Like, you can get a lot of temptations. You can get temptation of addictions, gambling, controversies. I mean, somebody can drag you into a controversy, or let's say you will feel tempted towards something which you should not do, because I've already spoken about the Devil's card, but the Temperance card asks you to say no, as I was saying, to say no to these kind of things. At the same time, the Temperance card is also saying that you will get guidance of a guru, a mentor, or somebody will guide you, so that you know what is your dharma, what is the right thing to do. And that's the most important thing for you to know, my dear Librans. What is the right thing to do? I hope you get the courage to do that. That was all for my dear Librans. I will move on to the next sign, that is Scorpio. So now I will start the tarot card reading for Scorpio for the month of April 2024. And your first card is the Tower card. It's once again, it's one of the most striking card of out of all the cards. And yeah, it's gonna bring kind of shock for you for this month. Something which you expected, it's not going to happen. Like something unexpected will happen out of the blue. Like it's like, sweeping the carpet off the floor, pulling the rug below your feet kind of situation, or like, something which you thought of is not going to happen, or like something you will discover something shocking in your life. And normally people get scared when we see the Tower card, but come on, you're a Scorpion. Scorpions must have seen everything in their life. They see a lot of difficult obstacles and difficult situations in their life from their beginning, from their birth. So they're not that scared. Scorpions are very brave, I know that. So I'm sure that you will be able to face it with courage. But majorly, what I see is that, especially in matters of relationship, marriage, love relationship, friendship, something like that, some sort of unexpected thing will happen. Even if most of us are scared of the Tower card, but what I want you to know is that the purpose of the Tower card is to destroy something which is not good for you and bring you back into a new path which is the best for you. Like as I said, you might be in a toxic situation, and the Tower card will destroy that. It's like the energy of Lord Shiva, Rudra, where Rudra destroys the negative inside us. He does the Tandava, Shiva Tandava. He destroys the negative, and he brings, and then he allows something, the universe, to be created once again. You must be knowing the story. It's exactly like that. The Tower card is exactly like that. So yeah, something, and Scorpions, I know that they have this 8th house energy. They always see destruction happening in their life. They are quite used to it. So as I said, so you will recover, and Scorpions recover very quickly. So you will recover out of it. It can be a disruption in your relationship, as I was saying. It can also be, if you are not in a relationship, it's possible that there can be some sort of disruption in your work life, career, something like that. And the disruption can be brought by a person in your work field. It can be a man or woman. Somebody will disrupt something which is, you thought that it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's also possible that you will know the true intention of a person, like somebody's mask will come out and you will get to know what the person is really deep down inside. I'll move on to the next card and have the Star card. It's a beautiful card, amazing card for you, because Star card after the Tarot card is always good news, which means that you will come out from a difficult situation of your life. You will get healed. You will get the answers, and universe is actually taking you in a brand new direction and in a new path, in a new journey. And some of you can also get recognized, and you will get enlightened. You will get some light, some wisdom. You will get some energy from the divine. So I will advise all the Scorpions to connect with the divine this month more. And if you have any spiritual practices, please do that. Do your meditation, chant your mantras, or whatever you do, however you do. You can just be quiet for some time and contemplate. Just be quiet with yourself for some time in your room, and just connect with yourself, with your own energy. So you will feel very powerful by doing that. At the same time, I'll also advise you to please take care of your health this month, my dear Scorpions, and try to do something creative also. Taking a dip in the creative energy is going to help you, especially those who are creative people. You'll have a good time. You can have some sort of distraction. If something is bothering you, go for some sort of distraction, like music, beautiful music. I'm not saying those horrific tunes we hear, something really soothing, like instrumental soft music you can play from YouTube and you can listen. Or it can be like doing a painting or something like that. Whatever suits you. You can spend some time with nature as well. So guys, that was all about Scorpions. I will move on to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. Hi Sagittarius, now I will do your tarot card reading for the month of April 2024, and your first card is Two of Pentacles. This card indicates that this month you will focus a lot on your finances and you will be quite busy in attaining a good financial control in your life. Some of you can also decide to have alternate sources of income, and some of you will try to increase your current savings, your current income level, which is a very good thing because you are trying to create a life where you are financially self-sufficient. I'll move on to the next card, and I have Eight of Cups. This card indicates that you are retreating somewhere, you're leaving something and going somewhere else. I also see some of you are feeling quite lonely, exhausted, tired, or some of you have gone through a bad phase in life, like a bad relationship, a breakup, a divorce, or a loss of something, some sort of heavy loss, I can say, a lot of pain, and you are walking away from that situation and you're going away somewhere. Some of you could have gone through a period of betrayal, so you're quite disinterested and dissatisfied with all the drama which was happening, and you've left everything and you've decided to find your own space. I'll move on to the next card, that is the Three of Swords, and this card indicates a third party situation where let's say you liked someone or you're in love with someone and that person is in love with another person, and maybe they didn't tell you, maybe they told you later, after you were already involved with them. They kept it a secret for you, and that kind of situation. Or maybe you are hiding something, you already are with someone and then you met another person later on and you like them also, you like two people at the same time and you lied to that person. So a third party situation. For some of you it's kind of a betrayal, like somebody betraying you in the back kind of situation, and you're feeling very sad, you are wounded and you want to heal. As I said, we got the card where you're moving away from that situation, and some of you can still feel the pain in your heart. At the same time, I also see a possibility of some sort of health issue happening for you. So please take care of your health this month. I'll move on to the next card, and I have the Magician card, and this card indicates that you can have some communication related issue this month. However, you will make a lot of effort this month in improving that. At the same time, if you're working in advertising, communication related field or marketing related field, or you have an online business, there also I see some sort of growth happening. If you're a YouTuber or something, you will make a lot of effort to make your channel or something like that. But I also see that you might feel like investing in the stock market, gambling, or risky business. You will feel like doing it, but I'll ask you not to do it. Try not to take such rash decisions which can hamper you in the future. Some of you can be blessed with a child, or some of you can spend very good time with your kids. Those who are preparing for examinations or who are students who are studying, they will also have a good time studying. They will do quite well in their education sector. And some of you can prepare for taking admission somewhere, or get into a new college. I see that thing also happening. And otherwise, even if you will feel a little bit lonely this month, as I said, but I also see that later on you will come out of all the issues, loneliness, heartbreak, or whatever you're going through. You will come out of that zone, and your good friends will support you, your family will support you, and you will be able to heal yourself. You will have some good time with your friends, as I see this month. So that was all for Sagittarius. I'll move on to the next sign, that is Capricorn. So what is your tarot card reading for the month of April 2024? Let's see what is your card for you. So your first card is the Hermit card, and this card indicates that this month you will be doing something secretly and you will not inform anyone what exactly you are doing, because you have thought that you've understood that, or you have decided that it's best to keep things secret until it's fully formed, or until you're 100% sure. It's best to keep it secret and not tell anyone. So you're kind of a bit how do I say, you're feeling a little bit scared and nervous that people should not know it. What if, something bad luck happens, that kind of thing. The next card is Six of Pentacles, and this card indicates that so this month, you can be in a situation where you are the giver. You're giving too much, but you're not getting that much in return. It can be a love relationship, it can be friendship, it can be your office, work field, it can be anything, your family also. Maybe you're working too hard, but you're not getting that much in return. Or maybe somebody is taking money from you all the time and they're never returning it back. And when you ask them for some help, they never stand up for you. So that kind of situation. So I'll advise you, try to maintain a balance. Otherwise, people will take advantage of you. I'll move on to the next card, and I have the Devil card, and this card indicates that you are feeling kind of stuck in a situation, like as if no matter how hard you try, you are unable to come out of it. At the same time, I also see that some of you have given up somewhere, like you tried a lot to come out of it, but nothing happened, and you are kind of feeling defeated by external forces. You feel like as if there is nobody in this world who's going to ever help you, or nothing is happening, nobody is helping. No matter how much I try, how much I shout, nobody is listening to my cries. I mean, what am I going to do? Why it's happening to me? Moving on to the next card, and I have the Ace of Pentacles. This card indicates the beginning of something new happening in your life, something which didn't happen before. Maybe it's also possible that something which was in the past you tried, it didn't happen, and now it will happen, or a fresh new thing happening and you'll be very excited about it. So if you're feeling stuck, eventually this energy will go away and you will come to this this fresh new energy in your life. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Chariot card. This card indicates there can be some sort of traveling happening this month. At the same time, I'll also advise you, please take care of your bones this month. Also, I will advise you to be very careful with your money. If you get a profit, do not spend everything at the same time. Try to do some savings so that you can secure your future. I'll move on to the next sign, that is Aquarius. Hi Aquarius, now I will start your tarot card reading for the month of April 2024. And your first card is the Tower card, and this card indicates that there can be some sort of big change happening, sudden change happening in your life. It can be in any area, can be in love, romance, it can be career, your job, health, anything. And I also see that you can get really angry this month, sort of getting pissed off, or in a rage, or blowing up your temper or something like that. So please take care of your temper this month. Same time, I also see some sort of argument with someone close to you. Can be a colleague, can be a friend or sibling, or somebody from your family. So you can have some sort of argument with this person, like a heated discussion or a conversation which goes wrong, or some sort of fight can happen with this person. So the argument can be regarding your friendship, can be with your colleague, can be regarding a contract also. But what I also see is that eventually this conflict will end and things will be okay. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Five of Cups. This indicates some sort of sadness, disappointment, and feeling a kind of a sense of huge loss in your life, like as if there's some pain in your heart. So I see you remembering something, some event, incident about the past, and eventually you will feel very sort of detached from that energy. You will try to remove yourself from that. So moving on to the next card, I have the Fool card, and this card indicates that something new is going to start, and you will completely enter into a brand new adventure. You will not think about anything. You will just get inside it. You will be in adventure mode, action mode, and you will just decide to start it without thinking of the consequences. And yeah, something fresh will start in your life. But what I'll advise you is that before, even if you have decided to jump in, try to figure out the risk involved. I mean, always try to take a calculated risk in life, because when we take blind risks, sometimes we fail, sometimes we suffer. I'm not saying don't do it, but at least figure out that if things go wrong, what can happen, and do I have a plan B or not, and like how can I recover if things go wrong. Just take a note of it, and then you are good to go. I'll move on to the next sign, that is Pisces. So regarding Pisces, let's see how is your tarot card reading for the month of April 2024. Your first card is Knight of Cups. This card indicates lot of action, lot of movement, lot of ideas, lot of thoughts, rush of things, lot of activities in your life suddenly. And you might also get too many offers at the same time, too many friends at the same time, or too many thoughts inside your head at the same time. And or some of you are doing a lot of multitasking also. Some of you are thinking of doing multiple things, different things. Some of you can also get a lot of conflicts at the same time. So yeah, but yeah, you will be quite busy, and so in that moment I will advise you to please do not have stress, take care of your health, and try to slow down a little bit this month. But yeah, otherwise you will be quite creative. You will get some creative ideas. People who are in the creative field will get enough of ideas to move ahead. I'll move on to the next card, and I have the Two of Wands. This card indicates looking into the future. You're contemplating something about the future, what you should do and what you should not do. Some of you can also choose between two options, or like you'll get a choice whether I should do this or whether I should do that kind of situation. My dear Pisces, I also see that there can be something unfinished in your life which you are trying to finish up at the last moment, and or maybe you're waiting for it to finish, or you're kind of stuck up in that situation. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Lovers card, and this card indicates the presence of romance and love in your life this month. A lot of romance happening. At the same time, I also see some of you can decide to get committed, get hitched in marriage, or some of you can start a really solid long-term relationship, or yeah, that sort of thing. And those of you who are single and not interested in love, they're quite busy in their work, that's great. Thumbs up for you guys. You guys are going to, some of you are going to sign a contract, can be a business contract, or be, as I said, to be very busy in your life. Moving on to the next card, I have Page of Pentacles. This card indicates that you can start a new course, or a new something, education, or like going for, let's say, certification, or for a hobby. You'll learn something. You'll focus your energy in learning this month, educating yourself, or taking a new course, or taking an admission somewhere. So it's a good time to, be in the student mode. I'll move on to the next card. I have the Star card. This card indicates that, my dear Pisceans, so this is a month of getting fame. Many of you will get a lot of fame this month, especially if you are an influencer, YouTuber, or you are a celebrity, or let's say, you'll get fame. Otherwise, if you are not a celebrity, still, wherever you are in your school or college or office, wherever you are, you can get some sort of attention or some sort of recognition for your hard work. At the same time, I also see there can be a little bit of identity crisis or personality crisis, in the way that you can think of trying to become someone, but being another person inside of you, having two people talking inside of you, like whether I should be Mr. A or whether I should be Mr. B. I want to be Mr. B, but society will accept Mr. A. Having that kind of conflict. So just be careful about your expenditures and try not to spend too much of money. Some of you can go abroad also, or maybe you've already gone abroad, so there can be expenditures there also. At the same time, I also see, so you will spend a very good time with your family, and you will be very much focused on developing yourself, your personality. Some of you can have a change of hairstyle and body or personality. All these things will happen. A lot of things are happening for you, my dear Pisceans. So I think this is one of the best month for you in this year. So this is the end of my tarot card reading session for the month of April 2024. I'll meet you again next month with a brand new reading. Till then, have an amazing time. Thank you so much for watching this video.